Um, so a few days ago, some complete, like, random person found my Hell document, um, accused me of being a stalker, and when asked who they were, they said the Window Man, then deleted that and replaced it with your worst enemy. Um, they told me to go to heck for what I did, so I asked him to share what they know. They responded with, "You are evil." I asked to explain their reasons and how they have literally no evidence against me. Um, they say they tell me to go to Skindex and see my profile, but like, seriously, who uses Skindex? Like, literally nobody uses that website. Um, he said, like, he said, like, they say, flip you. They call me a liar, Lier. They say that the person who first initiated this, his username, they say they talk about him with the username, so they probably don't know him in real life. They said that he told them that I am PWR9 Legend, which isn't correct. That I never went by that. I've went by Power 9 Legend. I've went by PWR9 LGND. I've went by multiple names of variants, but that was never one of the names. Um, they sent an Imgur link, which no longer leads to anything. And so, a day ago at 1:45 a.m., the person, he sent me a email, quote, "Hello, your repeated harassment has now caused strangers on the internet to be concerned for my safety. I have asked you to stop contacting me and another person who I was friends with. It has been months. You have continued. I will be frank with you. You are unwell. This obsession has gone much too far. I have already contacted police and feel I must do it again. You are not acknowledging anything you are told and have been physically and cyberstalking multiple people. This is not okay. Please stop. First of all, stop contacting him and the other person. I haven't contacted either of them since, like, March. And they last talked to me in February. He last messaged me on February 1st, I believe, and the other person's last messaged me on February 20th, and I didn't know what they were doing. The accusation of physically stalking someone, that's easy to disprove. My parents have cameras everywhere. They can see if I leave the house. And, like, oh, I just, like, walk out a window and they have cameras in the backyard. They have cameras, like, in the front yard. They will see if I leave the house. They would see that. It would be pretty difficult for me to leave being unnoticed. And there's no way in hell that I would go through the effort of trying to avoid the cameras just to, like, go to, like, some random person's house. And cyber stalking, I seriously don't have the mental capacity for something like that, because that takes a lot of effort to do so. And it was probably, like, sent an email, like, response. I've left, quote, "I've left you alone. It was probably one of my friends who did the Skindex stuff, but I don't know which one. I will ask every one of my friends until I figure out who is causing this." So I figured out who was causing this. I told them to stop, and that it was actively making the situation significantly worse than it already was. I cut contact with them because I don't feel safe around them anymore because they've actively made this whole situation worse, and I don't really know like what to do. Like I was I mentally I was getting better. I actually felt happy. But then all of this just happened. Like I'd moved on from all this. I'd genuinely forgotten about him for like a week. I didn't try to contact him or the other person, but like this happened. He initiated the contact. I didn't. And like I'm like scared of what could happen next. Like I don't know if he's going to accuse me of something like more severe, like and and this here is directed towards him specifically, but like I won't put much detail to this, but I've switched to a different school so I wouldn't have to deal with him because I genuinely felt extremely unsafe at school every day. And I literally, like, I was scared of walking, like, just through the hallways at school. I had no choice because I had classes to go to, but, like, I was genuinely, like, it was just so much. I couldn't handle it, like, and especially, like, this, like, before this, like, started, my mental health was already declining. Like, already. Like, it was not in a good state. Because one of my friends had killed himself. And genuinely, like, that absolutely just broke me. Like, seriously. I couldn't handle the, like, stress of everything. I started to cut myself just to feel something that wasn't like just the pain and the emotions of like and the stress of everything that was happening. And I did stop. I stopped doing it. I I like I stopped like cutting myself after a while because my parents had found out and they took away all of the sharp stuff that I had. And even like then I still like didn't know how to deal with it. Like I like had thoughts of suicide. I actively had plans on how I would be able to do it and like not like get caught trying to do it. I've I like uh, I tried to like, and then near the end of the school year I made a new friend. I genuinely like it was really hard for me to do because I was extremely scared that I would lose them as a friend. And then literally like a few days after meeting them, they just disappeared. I walked up to them in the hall at school. I asked them what happened, and like whatever they were told, like just not right and like false. And so they told me that apparently I had stalked a girl, Drew Voren class. I don't remember if there was something else, but I already talked about the stalking thing. Like, my parents have cameras. I wouldn't be able to do that, and I like drawing vor. Like, I wouldn't do that even if it wasn't in like a public space, because that's just weird. The closest thing I've drawn to that was a stickman eating another stickman for a bit, which was the stickman was eating a bunch of random stuff. Like, it wasn't like weird fetish stuff. It didn't grow. He was the same exact size all the time. He ate like stuff like a table and stuff like that. It was a joke for a bit. And I didn't even draw that in class. Like, I drew that at my house. And I wouldn't consider it to be like fetish stuff, since one, how would you consider that? And two, I can't really draw people better than Stickman. I can draw stuff like planets and like stars really well. I don't even have a drawing tablet yet. Like, if I had a drawing tablet, I'd probably be able to draw better, but also like those accusations are just completely random. Like, seriously, like, what in the world? Like, what the hell do you mean I stalked? So, like, that's just stupid. And if he says like I found his Discord, found his email, or like stuff like that, one, I didn't find his Discord. He gave that to me in 2024 when we were friends, before he decided to abandon me and spread rumors about me. Like, we were friends for years before that. Like, before he did that to me. And the other person, we were friends since 2025. We talked to each other. He invited me to his house multiple times. I came over to his house multiple times. If I'm accused of finding his home address, that's not true, because he gave it to me. He gave me the address. I've been to his house multiple times. We hung out multiple times at his house, multiple times at my house, and he, like, we were, like, genuinely, we were really good friends. He got me, like, to play Limbus Company. Like, I already thought of doing it in August of last year, in 2025, but my laptop didn't have enough storage to do so. And when I got a new phone in January, I downloaded Limbus Company on there. We talked to each other. He gave me his friend code. I added him. He kept me added for quite some time, until just like a week or two ago, when he like got around to unfriending me on Limbus, which I'm still like, I feel like maybe the reason he didn't do it was because he knew that like I was like newer to the game, and like that I didn't have that good of like identities. He only unfriended me after I had a full House of Spiders team maxed out at level 60, and after I'd already finished the entire story, and I've done like a few mirror dungeons. But like, the only reason I kept playing the game was because, like, for a few months, it genuinely was like mentally like agonizing to even open the game, because of like how like we like played it, like how we were friends and like talked about it a lot. It hurt so much to play what is what is actually my favorite game ever, because of how like I associated it like with him, like, and I talked to, like, I couldn't talk to him about it anymore, so for months I barely touched it. And in the Walpurgisnacht event a few months ago, um, I did like a small amount of stuff in it. I got an announcer from it, and that's pretty much it. But like everything other than like that, I barely played it. And then I just so happened to open it one day. I suddenly just I pulled a bit. I got Wild Hunt Heathcliff, which at that point was my favorite like identity, and that did help quite a bit. I played it again. I got to the Ricardo fight, which genuinely was incredibly difficult. But then the Blade of the House of Spiders Ryoshu released, and I was able to just cheese the boss fight, since the Ryoshu identity cannot die if there's another House of Spiders identity, and the Ishmael I had, the Kira Ishmael House of Spiders identity, so in the fight, Ishmael can't die unless there's another Sinner on the field with her. So I just cheesed the fight. I'm pretty sure that like was patched a while after the Ryoshu ID was released. But also, if like a few like weeks after the other person he's like that I played Limbus with and stuff, after he stopped talking to me, and like I didn't see him at school for a few weeks, I remembered that my mom had his mother's phone number from a time that we were supposed to go to a concert, but my mom didn't end up letting me, which I'm still very pissed off about that, but it's not like it doesn't really matter anymore. I can't really go back and do that. But like, yeah, his mom gave me like a business card type thing with her phone number on it. I gave it to my mom, and a few weeks after, I asked my mom to give me the number so I could ask like his mom if like he was okay, if he was safe, and he was, but I didn't really get any information about like what happened, like why, but like I just stopped. I left him alone. Didn't try to talk to him since. I had another friend who like we didn't really talk super often, but I did enjoy talking to him quite a bit, and I enjoyed like hanging out with him every once in a while, even though he never ended up like coming over to my house. Like we only like it was only in school, but one day he sent me a text telling me that apparently that that the stuff like apparently that apparently he told apparently the like person who initiated it, apparently he told that friend about quote unquote everything that happened, which isn't very helpful. It's not detailed. It doesn't explain to me like what happened. And like seriously, like if I don't know what I'm being accused of, like it's practically impossible to disprove it. That's why it's easy for me to disprove of the like stalking and the vor like accusations, because like I know those, I can disprove those, but like and like and like this person like even though like it hurt, he was actually nice to me about it. Like he said that like when I switch schools I can start fresh, which and like make new friends there. And like he was my friend for like a few years before that. Um, and yeah, um, um, and like halfway through like the last few months of the school year or so, um, I made a new friend. They were like they were nice. They were really kind to me. But then, yeah, yeah, I think I already talked about that. But I barely remember what I've already said through the past few minutes. It's just it's too much for me right now. But in the last week the last 2 weeks of school, I had made I made another friend. I complimented his hair because it was nice. I told him that his bag was cool because it was very cool. It was very neat. I did like it. Um, we hung out a few times after, um, and like I genuinely think if I became friends with him earlier, he probably would have been told that I did something terrible, maybe something worse than the stalking accusations, because those are the like only ones I know. For all I know, I could be being accused of much worse stuff, and all of it, it could like seriously ruin my entire life. This is serious. I genuinely I don't feel safe in my own house because like he the person who started all this he knows exactly where I live. He knows where I live. And and the other friend, the other person, he also knows where I live. But I hope that they don't try to come to my house. Like I know that the other person, I know that he wouldn't do that because that wouldn't be him. But for the for the main person, for him, he I don't know if he would I swear if it wouldn't surprise me if he tried to do that. He's genuinely a horrible he's manipulative. My parents, like months when I first met him and when I first had him over at my house and first my parents told me that he didn't seem that good of a guy and that he seemed manipulative and just generally all around not a good person. But I didn't believe because I had a crush on him. I was very much attracted to him. He didn't reciprocate those feelings and I respected that, but I I was too stupid. I was too naive to think critically about how he was. And looking back on it, there were a lot of signs that he was manipulative and controlling, and he very much um he looking back, he clearly pretended to be nice to me, but the second he got the chance to actively the second he got the chance to make my life hell when it would hurt the most, when I was most vulnerable, he just went for it. He just went for it. I don't I don't know why. Like he was really nice to me, and then just suddenly one day just decided no, just to ruin everything. And like I don't know if he's gonna try to make it worse. I don't know if he's gonna like try to contact my other friends. I don't know if he's gonna try to like manipulate them into leaving me and abandoning me. Like I don't know what to do anymore. Like I genuinely am scared of what he's trying to do. Like he's he's like genuinely I don't like think like nobody's safe around him. Like he could do this to anybody. And like one of my other friends who I haven't really talked to that much, but like he never left, he never did anything, but like I talked to him like and like one time he told me that this person like he was like manipulative, bad, like not a good person, and I thought he was talking about someone else. I didn't believe him. But like he was right about it. Like he was right all along that like I I can't believe that like he was right about all this. I can't like seriously. This is genuinely probably like this is honestly like the worst thing that could happen to me right now. Because like at this point, like I'd rather have been killed by someone because then I wouldn't have to deal with losing everything that I loved. I wouldn't have to deal with that. I'd just be gone. And like I'd be free of this. I'd be free of all of this stuff that all of the torment that he's caused me. All of this just the living hell that he's put me through. I I just don't know anymore. I don't feel safe like talking to most people about this because I feel like it'll just make it worse. It'll just make everything worse. I I don't know if I can even like handle it anymore. This is it's genuinely too much for me to handle. I I think like if if I like get like if I get like if I don't talk like if I don't say anything on the internet, say anything anywhere like on Discord, Reddit, like YouTube, the Spaceflight Simulator forums, like even the Hypixel forums, which I don't really talk there anyway. If I don't talk on any of those for a month straight, or like if I'm not online on Polytoria for like a month straight, I'm probably dead. Like I'm probably like if it like that, like I'm probably dead. I probably killed myself by then. Like I'm probably just not there anymore. Just free from this. Anyways, that's about all I have to say right now. I just had to get this talk about this. Anyways, yeah. Sorry for talking for like this. Bye.